Hello, 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 guys. Come on in, come on in. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to come on in. Hope, hope all is well. Come on in, guys. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to come on in. Oh, come on in. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Um, yeah. The topic that I have here is she getting back what she dished out. Guys, we got to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about it because some things is brewing in the air, and I would love to get your opinion. Also, guys, as I wait for my family, you guys, my subscribers, my supporters to come in, I also want to leave the door open for those that have been a part of the Rod Squad that have not gotten their money back and they have complaints. I would love to open the door for them. I'm going to set it up in a way that I can leave my link so you guys can come on board and tell me about your story. But I have a story of mine also that I want to share with you today, guys. But I'm going to leave a link just in case somebody wants to come on board to tell me if you were part of the Rod Squad and you contribute money and you were not able to get your money back. That door is going to be open for those today. As far as being on my panel today, I'm going to leave that door open. So for whoever wants to elaborate about how much you contribute and the amount of money that you've asked for, and yet they are saying to you, you're not going to get a refund. I want to bring those people on my panel today only, as far as speaking, verbally coming on the platform. So I'm going to set a link up. And when I get a buzz, I'll bring that person on board. But guys, my topic today is she getting back what she dished out? So before we begin, guys, let me set this link up. I'm going to get this link up here right quick. And I am going to wait till I get a few more people in. And I'm going to bring you guys on board. All right, guys. Okay. So I'm copying the link, guys. I'm going to put it on my page right here so you guys can be able to come on board. So bear with me for just a second. Hope all is well. How you guys doing? Hey, Linda. How are you? Hello, Miss Linda Johnson, Miss Devetta Hurst. How are you, beautiful people? Let me paste this link just in case somebody may be interested in coming on board. That is the link to get on board today. I wish I had another way to put it up front up here so you guys can see it. But if anybody have requested their refund from Ross Squad and they're wanting to bag out, before, November, and they're requesting a refund and have not gotten it, I would love to speak to you guys. I want to bring you on my panel so I can ask you a few more questions so we can get this out in the open. Okay, guys. But before we do that, come on board, guys. Come on board. How y'all doing, Catherine? How you doing, Christina? Yes. What I want to talk about, y'all, the flip-flop. I'm seeing a lot of the flip-flop. I'm seeing a lot of promises being made. And also, guys, I see a lot of disturbance. And let me elaborate on that. Let me elaborate on that a little bit, guys, because I want you to see the importance of this and how it's important not to go around doing people wrong. Now, what I see, the trauma that Roz is experiencing, I'm talking about Roz because it's a lot of content creators. They are at war with her, and because she's warring with everybody, and she's putting herself in a predicament, which is causing, which is troublesome. And you can't fight everybody. So she has put herself in a position where I did previously hear her say she wasn't going to refund people. Now here lately, I watched another content creator that shared some of her voiceovers, and she stated that she was going to give money, but she's wanting to make you guys think that. Let me share this. She's stating that she's going to give you money. She says she is, and then she says she's not. Okay, it's like contradictory. You don't know if she's telling the truth or not. All right, that's one thing. Secondly, she mentioned that she's going to clean house. She may not have used those words exactly the way I'm using them, but in essence, she's going to do away with the old squad circle, and she's going to start anew. My thing about doing that, she's not going to be able to still control that circle, because it should, if she's thinking that she wants to clean house from previously and start anew and thinking it's going to be different, it probably will be different. It probably will be different, because she's going to put a tighter rein on things about allowing who can and who can't go in there. But if you still have the same mindset, if you still have the same devious way about going about things, it's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. If you're making promises to people that you can't keep, you're starting off saying things, you're gonna do something a certain way, but then you flip the script and start off doing something different. Well, then that has nothing to do with the squad. It has something to do with you as a person. You as a person that's taking reins, that's leading that whole body of people, and the people that congregates and want to be part of that are just like you, just like you. But let me say this, because sometimes people can be blind. Let me put it like this, because sometimes people may listen to people, and they may have a good word, and then they may trust, what it is that she has to say. So I want to take that back, because sometimes people can genuinely be in support of someone and not see what direction that they're going, because they're so blind about the lies and manipulations. Okay, guys, the foolery. You hear me? So, guys, I just want to tell you, just because a new whatever circle is being started, hey, if you still got that vindictive, devious mindset, the cunning mindset, the manipulative mindset, it's just going to get worse. You're just going to be a little bit savvy and a little bit more slicker than before. Okay, y'all? And then another thing that I want to elaborate on, family, how is it that people can jump ship from ship to ship? They talk about Chase. I'm calling names now, because that's what they're saying. They're saying that Chase talk about Rob like a dog. And now she wants to be that. Now she wants to eat at the table with the woman. What is going on with these people? And I don't understand, why would you double back and want to break bread with that woman? I'm using the word Chase because that's what the media is saying. That Chase is trying to get in Ra's good grace. She's changed. Well, let me tell you something. A tiger don't change their stripes overnight. All right. So now, again, this message, because every time I get on this platform, I would love to be informative, offering advice and being constructive when I speak. And again, like when she went after Sharita, when I said I'm talking about Roz. It was something that she wanted. Okay? So now that she got all she can get out of Sharita, so she has no use for her anymore. So now I'm wondering what kind of use she's going to have for Chad. Okay? She know that woman talked about her like a dog. She knows that. So what is Chad? What was her name? Chase? What is her motive? Does she have ulterior motive? I believe she do. I believe they got both of them on stand guard waiting. You see what I'm saying? That's why I know it's fake. It is fake, and it's a horrible mess. And my thing about what I see what's going on with Roz, she's fighting this battle with everybody. She's fighting a battle with everybody. Everybody you turn around, she got a beef with. How can your heart and health and your mind handle all this stress? That's a lot of stress. But then you come on this platform and smile with grace like nothing is going on. You're suffering and you're struggling. For one thing, you're still struggling about that money, because some people are still questioning, hey, where's my money? Why haven't you been in agreement with giving me back my money? Okay, now let me share something with you, family. If in fact you're going to start something like that, you need to have a clause. I'm gonna enlighten people. I don't know why the squad leader daughter didn't instruct her, being that she's an attorney. When you set out to get money from people, or whatever kind of money that you're getting from people, and you're holding money for a particular cause, you need to indicate in a clause what needs to take place about that money. You see what I'm saying? If the money has been held for a certain amount of time, would there be a charge against that money for holding it, or would you know what I'm saying? Would it be partially retro back to that person? Meaning, if it won't be given out the full amount, but a partial amount be given. You need to have a written clause about how that money should be used, and if you decide to bail out, what will be the ins and outs of that. You see what I'm saying? You jumped in being money hungry and greedy without thinking about the effects may happen after you spend people money, if that's what you've done. You see what I'm saying? You got to think things through. You can't just open your mouth and open your pockets, and you got thousands of people gravitating towards you, and you collecting money. And then on the pretense of you saying that you're going to offer something back or give something back to these people, and yet you renege. Well, you haven't reneged yet, but November's not here. But you stated out your mouth you're not giving nothing back. So in essence, that's a form of reneging. You see what I'm saying? You won't even honor these people when they say they want their money back. Why you have to get on here and say, I'm going to give you your money back? Well, when the people start asking you for your money, why you didn't start divvying up? Asking why they want to get out. Why do you want to get out of this, whatever, this thing that you got set up? You see what I'm saying? Okay. And if they get out before the time that you created this window for them of this event, well, then you should be ready to honor them people's wishes. You see what I'm saying? And maybe you need to put funds in an account where you don't touch it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help you out. You always need to put a clause on something when you start collecting people money, the do's and don'ts, on how you should refund it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff that this woman got a hand in, family, and it's sad. It's sad that you have to war with everybody. You're warring with everybody. You got people slithering around you, and you slithering around them because it's something that you want for them just to show face and keep this game going, so you can gain whatever you're trying to get from these people. You see what I'm saying, family? It's terrible. And it's terrible that these people go back and forth, back and forth. And I do remember Chase talking about Roz like a dog. I'm just wondering, why is she going back to Roz right now? Well, I'm here to tell you, Chase, Roz don't trust you. I do not believe Roz trusts you as far as she can throw you. She does not trust you. And let me tell you something, Roz. Chase don't trust you either. She does not trust you either. So why are y'all pretending? What is this thing about pretend? What is going on? That's why I say, and let me go back. Aren't you guys, just think about it. You see all that hell that woman put trees through? I'm gonna come out right with you. I'm just gonna say it. That hell that woman put trees through. She tried and tried. When I say that woman, I'm talking about Roz. In my opinion, I believe that woman put trees through hell. Now, when you look at her life right now, the things she's doing, with the things that she are going through, the things that she's warring with everybody, she's going through that same hell. Because when you tried to put that woman, you tried to turn that woman child against her. You tried to get that woman, the way she eats and make money. You tried to get that shut down. You tried to call the people. I believe you had something to do with all that. That you tried to call the child protective service on that woman. See, you are warring with the same problem that you put off on somebody else. Now look at you. Look at you now. Look at you now. You got all these different people you're fighting against. You see? You're fighting with Sharita. You're fighting with DJ. It sounds like you're fighting with the young lady, Sweet Tea. You see? You're warring with everybody. How can you rest? Do you get any rest? So it goes all the way back to what you dish out. You're going to get it back. I tell you, fam, that's why I tell you, try to do right. Try to do right by people. Don't be trying to set no traps up for nobody. Don't be trying to swindle nobody out of no money. Don't be trying to be all hard out here and being using folks and setting a bad example. And you're always talking about kids. Lord have mercy. What is this thing about talking about children? And then soon as somebody say something that literally happened within your family, which is in the records, then you lose your mind. I ain't never seen nobody talk about kids the way people talk about kids, the way you talk about kids. I'm talking about Roz right now. Yeah, you warring against yourself. Everybody else, you can't. You're not going to be able to win that fight, baby. What's going to happen is you're going to create this turmoil, this storm that you're in, because you're in a storm right now. You're in a storm. You see. Now the thing is, will you come out alive? Now I'm not talking about nobody going. I'm just talking about symbolically speaking, people. Are you going to be able to weather the storm to survive it? You can, but you ain't going. I'm telling you, y'all. Let me tell you something. Let me tell your family. Let me tell you something. You know, when you allow this platform to be your own source of income, and then when you start swindling people and scamming people because you try to find another way to make ends meet, you're desperate. You'll do anything. You will do anything. That means that you cannot be trusted. That's what that means to me. And here this woman, so-called whatever, Chad Chase, whatever her name is, or whoever she may be. You see, now you've gone over. Now you breaking bread with this woman. Didn't that woman break you down to your knees? Had you crying before? I know you have disdain for that woman. So why do you pretend? Why do you pretend? Ain't no way I'm gonna be eating at the same table with somebody I know that will cross me like that. I can see you from afar and say, hey, hey, if they apologize or whatever, okay, but hey, my eyes are still gonna be on. We ain't gonna be able to sit at the same table and eat. We're just not. You see? And what kind of person wants to go and befriend somebody and they done criticize them and made them feel horrible? That says something about you, Chase. That says something about you. And I heard you call my name before. I heard you utter my name out your mouth. I did. I didn't hear it myself, but I was informed. Believe that. But see, hey, you answer to things that you feel like you want to be bothered with. I didn't feel like I wanted to be bothered with that. It wasn't important to me. But what's important to me is my family and the world needs to know that when you do dirt and put out dirt work, you're going to get it back 100-fold. You see what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to sleep at night, baby. You ain't sleeping at night. You're worried about how you going to come up with that money. You're going to have to come up with that money. You're going to try to fix it up where it's going to look right. Well, I'm going to get the people back what you said you wouldn't. Which one is you? You going to do it or you're not? You see, you should have had the right heart to do the right thing in the beginning. When they asked you for it, you should have, hey, worked it out. Ask them why. And what you need to do when you're handling people money, you better set some stipulations. And you need to put house that money in a way where if they come back for it, you be able to deliver. Don't get to spending money on yourself. Have you ever seen officials that's been overseeing lots of accounts, millions of dollars money? They don't just go take that money and go on vacation because if they in their possession. If they do, they're going to lose their job, may go to jail. Some have done it. But guess what? That's consequences. The same scenario here. You cannot take money and put your hand in the pot and funnel with it as you may, and you think it's okay. You got thousands of people listening to you. You got thousands of people. I'm talking about Ross. You got thousands of people following you, going in their pocket, giving you money on the pretense that you promise you're going to do something. You're going to do right by them. But yet, you betrayed them. You're not honoring what you say you're going to do. Because you said out your mouth what you ain't going to do, and then you turn back around and say what you're going to do. It's like you're very contradictory. You're a very contradictory person. You're more contradictory to yourself than being manipulative. Yeah, I'm getting twisted on my words, but she's very contradictory. She will say something out of her mouth, and right shortly after, she will, change it up. You see, you got to be a good listener to hear that, though. You got to be able to be a good listener to hear those tones and those innuendos and the trickery with the words, the play on words. You see? Yeah, family. Fire is coming from all angles. She's in a windstorm. She's in a tornado. The question is, are you going to come out safe? Are you going to come out alive on this thing? What I mean by that, it ain't nothing physical. I'm talking about symbolically speaking. That woman is creating her own hell. And she sat there and gave that woman, that other content creator, she tore that woman apart. She tore that woman apart. That woman cried on this flat platform. Don't you know it's a hurtful thing for your child to go against you before the world, family? That's a hurtful thing. That's low. And then to have somebody behind the scene orchestrating part of it. You see? That's why I say, family, you don't go around doing wrong. Don't go around being low down and being just vindictive and malicious just to see somebody at the end. Because it ain't going to work. It ain't worked so far. And now, what's happening now, the Lord may have to pull his Holy Spirit, his hand back on you. He might be allowing things to just slither on in and get to you. You see, well, you think you being smart and being slick, but that may be what's going to doom you. You hear me? Being greedy and low down and vindictive, that may be what's going to be your doom. And you know, bringing this woman back. You opened the door and brought this woman back in your bosom. Oh, I guess you said you can handle it, huh? All right. Okay. How can you handle it when you got everything set up around you that's vibrating and biting at you? People don't forget what you have done to them. Some people forgive, but a lot of them don't. But a lot of them don't forget. Are you really ready? You let this woman chase back in your bosom. Well, see, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they say birds of feather flock together. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think the woman mean you no good. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be clear and boisterous and outspoken. I don't think that woman mean you no good, and I don't think you, Ross, mean Chase any good. You flipping, flopping back and forth because it's something that you want. What is it? I don't want to wait around to see because I know it's gonna be a hot mess. That's a hot mess. If you want to heal spiritually or physically, you got to be doing something right in your life. You think because 1,000 to 13,000 people around you, you're doing something right? Yeah, you're creating hell on this platform. That's what they like. That's what they like. But I'm talking about your worth, your health. What are you doing? What if you continue? Family, mark my word. Writing on the wall. You hear me? Family. If this woman continue in this fashion, it ain't gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. You can't continue to live a life like that. Every day, stop, come and look at them kids. Them kids see exactly how you behave. I'm talking about your kids now, Ross. They see it. Are you molding them to be like you? Cunning, manipulative. Your child supposed to be an attorney. I don't know how long she's been in the game for as being an attorney, being able to represent somebody, but she's starting off doing the kind of stuff and being in association with the things that you do. What kind of look is that for her? You dooming her. No, you ain't dooming her. She dooming herself because if you playing a role in any of this, you can't blame nobody but yourself because you're a grown woman. You see? And all this about everybody and their kids and everybody, and you leaving breadcrumbs with poison on it for your youngest to nibble and chew behind you. You destroying them. By your hand, you destroying them. And you have the audacity to talk about somebody and their kids. Lord have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Yeah. Yeah. The title says, is she getting back what she deserved? I don't know. Did I type it? Yeah. Is she getting back what she dished out? My question, my answer is yes. Yes, she is. Let's go to the drawing board, family. Let's go to the drawing board and see what everybody doing. Let's get their opinion, their viewpoint, and see what they think about the matter. Because, darling, if you don't slow down, you got enough people on your team right now to stop and do something different. Stop and do something different. You think fight is the only way to go? And then let me tell you something. Physically, psychologically, mentally, all that's internal turmoil. I'd rather walk out my door and not be fighting with nobody. I ain't got nothing but a couple of dollars in my pocket and a hoopty. But I'm a happy person. I find a way, a better way. Then all these folks around me trying to stab me, and every time I turn around, somebody trying to get up under me. They done cut my throat because I done cut their throat, and then now I'm supposed to because they say, "Hey, I'm ready to be your friend again." You think? See what it is? You think you're more powerful than them. Say what you think is that you can overcome a whole lot of stuff. What I mean by that, you think whatever game that you got is tougher and bigger and badder, that they can't touch you with a 10-foot pole. That's what you think. But let me tell you something, baby. Things happen within. That's how folks get destroyed from within. Somebody that they don't let got close to them, and that's who took them down. May even be your own family. You hear me? So the dirt that you throwing around and digging up, babe, I'm telling you, you got to stop. I know you're stressed. You got to be. Making money, honestly, it can be a stressful thing. But the way you going about it, Lord Jesus, and you always talking about somebody need to snatch their wig off. Snatch your wig off. Let's see your hair and see if you got gray hair. If you ain't pulled a plug out of your head. Let's see how bad your nerve is. You on here smiling all the time, clapping. No, that's a front. You probably stressed out, hair them fell out, all kinds of stuff. Nerve bag. Being you know, some men don't like no big loud mouth woman. You know, sometimes I can be loud mouth on this thing, but you know, hey, I'm a people person. I interact with people. You know what I'm saying? You can be a spokesperson too, but you getting in. I don't know the kind of hell you raising on here. It make me wonder what kind of man you got. Is he there to stay, or he just there temporarily? But I guess that ain't none of my business. Family, y'all, let's go back to the drawing board. Let me see who's here so we can see what's going on. How you guys doing? Linda, we love you, darling. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah. You say it needs to be talked about. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I say I want to find out who think they deserve a refund, and you told them hit the road, Jack, don't come back. I want to know who they are. I want them to be able to come on my panel. If they're not want to do it today, we can do it another time. Because I want to elaborate. I want to find out what it was that they paid out, how it was, and what's supposed to be allocated for those funds, and how was they treated. You see, I want to know, because I know a lot of people, some people have left the sister circle, because right now, the way I'm hearing, you want to do away with the sister circle now, the old sister circle. Why? Because somebody said they want their money back? Why you want to start anew? You see, those are the questions I would be curious about. Why you want to start anew? So you can have more control on how you can brainwash somebody and trick them into something? I'm just asking a question. What's the difference? Why is it only limited to certain people? Certain people you can make a fool out of? I mean, I'm trying to understand what is really going on. Or just certain people that you can keep that gossip growing and keeping up mess. And talking about people, swindling and doing all kinds of stuff. Is that the kind of group you want it to be private about? Because if it's something that's big, why everybody can't join? If it's something innocent and true, why everybody can't join? Because I'm gonna tell you something. That's something you can't control. I don't care who you let in that circle. It's gonna be somebody in there that may not be on the same page you are. Just like with anybody, people have followers. They may not even. People have millions of followers. But that don't mean all those million people like that person. Maybe it's something about that person that they like to see them act a fool, or they are following them for whatever they're trying to get from them and ward off against. Or they may be just watching you because you need to be watched because you're running out. See, it's all kinds of reasons why people follow people. So don't think because everybody following you, they're in your best interest. You see? Thank you, Miss Johnson. Thank you, darling. Mr. Vetta, how you doing? Beautiful. How you doing? How you doing? We doing all right. Yeah, we doing all right, guys. We doing okay. Catherine, how you doing? You said hello. Yeah, everybody's doing okay. Everybody's doing okay. You know why? Because our eyes are open. Josephine, our eyes are open. You can't pull a wool over our eyes. You see, and I don't know what in the life of me why that woman Chase trying to get close to Roz. And Roz, no, she probably don't care for that woman. What is going on? See, that's why I say people be setting traps up for themselves. You start off knowing this person ain't in your best interest, but yet you want to cling to them. And then you surprised when something else happened later. You surprised when something else happened later? Child. Now, as like I said, I get on here to try to inform. Yeah, I fuss a little bit here and there, but I really want to send a message. The message is you need to slow down. You need to change for the better, because if you continue to be spiteful and low down and go after people just to get information, just to get some clicks and views, and so you can keep on getting these few dollars, well, baby, something you're going to sell your soul to the devil. And is it worth it? Maybe you need to get off the platform and start slanging dope or something. Because this ain't moved to, you done got too vicious. I'm just telling you, if you're going to get out, get out. Because the way you're going about it, this ain't it. It ain't it. If you're going to get down, get down. Get some real money. You're playing around. You see? I ain't trying to tell nobody to sell no real number, but I'm just saying, you're moving like somebody that's, I don't know, like this some street stuff. This is a platform and people can see you. They can see you. They see what you say. They hear what you say. They see how you move. You contradict yourself. And then you over here befriending these folks. No, you ain't got no, you know you don't care nothing about these folks. But they got something you want. And the poor child, Feast, where she at? Feast, whatever name. Feast. Baby, you better run. You better run. If you go back and turn some of these channels and watch how these people move, you better stop, drop, roll, and break camp. Get on up out of there. Because you're going to be used up. You might end up holding the bag of some serious money. You know, some folks that have you holding the bag, and you look up, you done got caught with money laundering, all kinds of. I'm just telling you. They done put the blame on you. Because you ain't savvy enough, you ain't smart enough to know the games that they play. See, you got to be a heavy hitter. You got to see exactly for what it is. Stop playing, and then woman, naive, they gonna chew you up and spit you out, like I said before. Let's go to drawing board, Miss Jimmy Lynn. How you doing, baby? You say hello, Patricia Jackson. Good evening to you, sweetie. Good evening to you too, darling. Everyone in the chat. How's everyone on this lovely Tuesday? Hopefully we all are doing okay, guys. We just see a lot of hot mess going on in these YouTube streets. A lot of us are seeing these things. I'm sure we kind of have, we're seeing it. And it's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. I'm hearing more people talk about what is going on with how Roz is behaving and how Chase is slithered over there and try to be a friend after she done dogged the woman out, and how the woman holding the folks' bag and making promises she can't keep or ain't gonna keep, or she got people lined up in this circle that she gonna divvy some little funds to that's gonna tell that lie that she won't told. And y'all she had no intention of giving y'all no money, no way. That's what I'm hearing in the streets now. When you handling money, baby, you better know how to handle it. Put a clause in there. You see? Put a clause in there and make sure those funds that are allocated for that purpose, you need to do right by it. And forbid if this money ain't none of this stuff is in your name because you owe some government assistance or some kind of getting some money from the government. So that means you scamming all the way around. You running game all the way around. So maybe you do got that street mentality, but you using it on this platform here. Hustle and bustle, you know? I know game when I see it, y'all. Don't get played. But I tell you one thing, if you do things, start off doing wrong, if you don't make any changes, you're gonna reap the same thing. You getting back what you did. How you did that woman and her children, how you was on that board talking about helping them with the housing. That's what I thought I heard you say. Hope I'm not mistaken, but I thought I heard you say that you was gonna help him with. No, Sister Circle gonna help him with his housing and all this kind of stuff. That's what I thought I heard you say. Now, who goes and try to pull somebody's child away from them? And you the enemy, and then you call yourself gonna help that child go against his mama. And you think good gonna happen to you? Oh yeah, you got some followers. Oh yeah, you was able to make a few dollars or whatever, 50,000, 40,000, maybe 80, I don't know, 10, 20. Oh, you may be savvy enough to move that money, like they say Tasha K did. You may be a little savvy. Oh, like they say, oh, I ain't got no money. The business was in her husband's name. So who this business is in? Is it in your daughter's name or somebody else's name? Huh? Oh yeah, they know how to move that money, y'all. They know how to move that money. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. It come back on you. It's gonna come back on you. Think it's a game. Keep being low down. And them same people you think you can handle that you don't let just open your door. Excuse me. The same people that you think you can handle, that you open your door to let them in your home, may not be physically. I'm talking about them social media friends. Maybe the same folks do you in. Heck, it may be somebody literally that you don't let in your home that may do you in. Because they may know what type of person you are. We're talking about Roz right now, y'all. Calling names so y'all won't get confused. All right, Ms. Devetta Hurst. Yes. How y'all doing? Yeah, we're going to click through here and see what kind of comments that we are seeing that we can elaborate on. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, guys, it's just too much. I think that's just so much for one person. I don't even think you've allowed yourself time to grieve. I really don't, family. I don't think Roz has allowed herself to grieve. So maybe that is where all of this spiteful energy is coming from. The hurt that she has inside because she have not had the opportunity to grieve. And it may say something about her characteristic as a person too. You see, guys? It says a lot. People just don't know. Watch a person. Watch how the things they say. Watch how the things that they do. How they interact with people. How they jump from one ship to another ship. How they go about things to get what they want. They'll kill somebody. Long as don't nobody know if they don't know who did it. They will. I believe it. Because look at the path you're taking. the desperate path that you're taking to just get information, just for clicks, just for followers. And you talk about all that, yeah, desperate. Family, I don't know what to tell you, y'all. This YouTube streets. I don't know. I don't know what is this where we come to fight amongst each other, war with each other. You know, it's like what I noticed. I know Facebook don't tolerate a lot of foolishness on Facebook. I noticed that. Versus when we come to YouTube, everybody got the guns out and the knives. So I'm wondering what kind of followers really follow YouTube versus Facebook. What race of people? Seem like we warring against us, our own selves. I'm not what I mean by warring against our own people. Hey, but it is what it is. It's a platform. People come, they talk, they laugh, they cry, they do whatever they talent. Whatever talent they have, they bring it on YouTube. But family, she's digging a ditch, and she damn near about to, excuse my French, she almost about to fall in it. Seems like she done fell in it. She trying to get out. She done fell in it. After a while, they're gonna start throwing the dirt on top. Absolutely, that's what it is. Okay, guys, Jimmy, what you say? Hello there, Linda. Say good evening. Okay, anybody else here? They have anything they want to elaborate and talk about? I just had to get on here and say my piece. Good evening. Good evening. What you say, Linda says she'll never be able to control. She cannot and will not be able to decipher who is a true supporter of hers. You know, that's why I'm telling you. So all that can't get into twad this and can't get into twad that. Well, why the separate? Why is the separate entity? Is it that you're going to use that entity to fund your? I don't know. Maybe that could be why they have a different entity like that. Maybe you're going to use that as people that are going to be able to pay off into certain things. And if you do that, hey, that can be all and well and fine, depending on what it is that you are doing. You see, depending on if you're going to hold true to what you say that you're going to do. If you ask for something from somebody and they deliver that, you need to hold true. You need to stipulate and set some rules, because people can call you back on that and you can't, hey, you stuck. And then this stuff can start turning into fraud, felony type of acts. You see what I'm saying? And some other list of names that can be labeled for coming on here and swindling people, monopolizing and getting money from folks. You see? All right. What else we got here? Ms. Rose Jenkins, you said her new sister circle 2 already has snakes. I know someone in the new group already telling, yeah, they're going to do that. She has no, see, that's the problem. People think they try to control everything. It's something you just can't control. And that's one of them. You can't control how somebody think and feel about you. But what can happen, you can set things up in a way, I'm just going to say this. You can set things up in a way that can protect your interest in your investment or what it is that you're trying to do. But if you're trying to do some old snake stuff, it's going to fail every time. And if you're trying to control somebody, what you want them to say and do and operate like that, that's not going to happen. You don't have that kind of power. That's why I say let people be who they are. Because somebody disagree with you or something like that does, hey, people going to do that. People are going to do that. And you can't fight everybody that have a complaint against you. You can't, what I mean by that, you can't fight everybody. I'm here and she's trying to fight everybody. You know how stressful that is? Okay. Sometimes, you know what? Have you ever people that got sick from stress, that had strokes and then got sick from, had some other illness? Don't you know, anger, stress, pain, That works on your internal organs, your internal well-being. You see, family? This woman get on this platform, she smiles and laughs. That woman is suffering. That woman's suffering. To get the people and to maintain those people, and yet you also at the same token trying to hustle and get money, and you're working the system here. That takes a whole lot of everything. You had time for all of that, but you ain't had time to grieve. I find that quite interesting. That tells me something about you as a person. You had time enough for all of that stuff, setting traps, luring people in and out every day, here. But you ain't no time to grieve. You ain't made no time to stay off of this platform so you can grieve. I find that interesting. Jimmy Lynn, what you say? Y'all, anybody out there have any comments or statements they want to talk about? You said we flip-flop over here. You said, who is this? Aretha Childs. You said we flip-flopping over here in her voice. In her voice, that's what yeah, okay. All right. Well, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about, hey, who we got? Yes, darling. Yes, Miss Christina Bridges, new member. Thank you, darling. New member. I'm trying to find your thing so I can show people that you're on board today. I thank you, family. What I want y'all to know that the route this woman is going, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, and it's something going to change. Something is getting ready to happen, y'all. Hello, Wanda. Okay, something is getting ready to happen, y'all. I see it like I can see it. You said the new sister circle already has snakes. I know 3 people in there already telling me stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's something she ain't gonna be able to control. She gonna lose her mind trying to control it. What she gonna do is get herself in a world of trouble. It's a big roller coaster of fake, phony, and lies. You heard Miss Johnson? Fake, phony. Fake phony. That's right. What'd you say, Jimmy? Devetta, my only sister, how have you? Okay. Yeah, a lot of fake phonies and lies. You said a drowning person grasps for anything to save him. And guess what? They'll take you down too if you don't watch it. They'll take you down too. And she thinking that woman chases in her best interest. I don't believe you, huh? That's just my opinion. You know, I just don't believe she in her best interest. That might be the woman that take it down. Or is it they done feud with Miss Allen and now they done ran over there and try to break bread with this woman. People just are not loyal. Now, if you get into it with somebody, if somebody have a disagreement with you, that don't mean you got to run to the other side. Why do you have to run to the other side? If you were down with somebody from the beginning, why do you have to run to the other side? Was it loyalty there in the beginning? That's the way I see it. I can get it. I can be in a disagreement with somebody. Somebody may not like what I have said, but that does not mean that I'm gonna go run to the other side and be in these people's bosom. That doesn't mean that. That just means that you and I have a difference on this particular thing that may have been talked about. But that doesn't mean I hate this person or this and that. It just means that we just had a disagreement. But that don't mean that I'm gonna go over here to somebody's team that I know I done had words about, that I know I don't agree with, and then befriend them. Because that would say something about me. And I know who I am. I know who I am. And I ain't no fake stuff. And I don't play them kind of games. Because what I said, if I say something about you, hey, I can stand on mine. Unless you're a changed person. But then again, I'll be still looking at you sideways because something is up. I'll be thinking you up to something. You up to no good. I really will. I don't know. Just keep living. Life will teach you certain things about behaviors and people and things like that. What you say, Jimmy Lynn? Wanda, sis, how have you been? Okay. Yeah. Let me go here and you said, let me go here. Linda, you said She should have provided all who are involved a ledger each month with the amount and names of who contributed. Well, you know what? It says a lot about who's contributing. They should have been asking those questions as well. You see, they should have been asking those questions as well. That's right. And because they didn't, now those that are wanting their money back. How you doing, Wet and Swag? Now those that are wanting their money back, then guess what? They're not having it. They are not having. Linda, what you say? You said she should have just refunded everyone their money and shut the sister circle down. Well, or at least those that are wanting their money back. Find out why they want the money back, and then hey, say, okay, here you go. I don't know what was all the details into receiving the money, but obviously there have not been a clause there to be able to get a percentage back. You know how you you may rent a party and you decide to change your mind about the party, but you've already paid your money. But guess what? But you've taken up space for someone that could have had that space. But yet you can get a refund, but there may be a percentage deducted from that because that space could have been allocated for someone else. You see what I'm saying? Well, yeah, you can get a refund. But see, that's what I mean. Those clauses need to be mentioned in whatever agreement that you have. Or if this person has been giving you businesses for a long time, you just say, hey, just get a person their money back because they're good people. Or they got in contact with you in enough time to get all of their money back. But what I'm saying, guys, you need to have something indicating the reasoning why you wouldn't give people their money back. Now, if you've rendered a service and they waited and they waited, they waited too late, that's something different. But if they're asking you a month in advance and you tell them I ain't giving you nothing, well, hey, guess what? You're gonna have some problems. You are going to have some problems. What you say, Twillia, y'all, you said that's why people have a problem with trust now dealing with Roro. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I tell you, when somebody got a fast tongue, a swift tongue, I have a problem with people because they swift. They say one thing and turn around and say another. You got to watch people that have swift tongue. What you said, Rita Williams, the money is spent. You see what I'm saying? They said the money is spent. They said that money is spent. How you doing, beautiful Miss Vieta? They said that money is spent. You said Roz has put everyone down for a year and a half, and now her karma has come back to haunt her. Everything in her life is now being exposed, and none of it is good. Did you hear what Miss Vieta said? She ain't lying. It's the truth. Truth will set you free. She has been exposed. Well, people that's been kind of sharp and following along can see that as well. And then them pumped up those people and kept those people going in that little circle and kept mess going, floating pictures floating around and talking about people and doxing folks and all this. And now the swindle, as they say it now, swindling them people out of money after they done build confidence in you. Now you done got you done start hitting them pockets. Now you done told them, hey, I ain't giving you nothing. So now you done expose your hand. You see, you done dished out. You getting back what you dished out. Gave that woman, that other content creator, gave that woman hell. Was trying to break that woman down. Still is. She ain't let up. That is why her page has blown up the way it is, because she has made that woman a focal point in her platform. So they always talk about, hey, they want to get rid of, you don't want to get rid of that content creator, because that content creator is keeping you with a little change in your pocket. No, you don't want that. You don't want that. But I tell you one thing, what you did to her, you're going to get back 100 folds. You're going to get back with the trying to befriend the son and that's what it would appear. Trying to as they say, you were probably making phone calls to social service people, trying to get the woman kids taken. That's what they say. That's what them streets are saying. Your hand was in it, trying to get your friends with whoever was in this woman's house to get them on your page, and you promised them a few subscribers. Yeah, the same thing you did to that woman. The same thing you gonna get back. Watch the smoke. Watch the smoke. You done let this woman chase close to you. Excuse me. Watch the smoke now. Now you done got little feet on your team to do what Rita was doing. Watch the smoke. Watch the smoke, y'all. Yeah. Watch the smoke. This is a real world you're living in, baby. You can't do dirt. You can't keep getting dirt, getting dirt on you. You lay down with dogs, you're gonna get fleas. I promise you will. You lay down with dogs, you're gonna get fleas. What you say, Rita Williams? What you say, darling? You said LA children can't be around her because Callie wanted her sister circle. What? Wait a minute, Miss Williams. Y'all, let me read what Miss Rita Williams said right here now. We're gonna read this. They said LA children cannot be around her because Callie wanted her sister circle to call DCF on her. I heard her with my own ears. Now she stated, I never called DCF. This woman got it out for this woman and her kids. Lord have mercy. I'm telling y'all, the separation that she's trying to create for that woman and her children, the same thing gonna happen to her. But it might not be the separation she wants. Okay? Something has already happened. All right? Separation. She's trying to separate that woman's children from her by doing vindictive, malicious acts. Ill will. You see? So the separation that she's trying to create for this woman, this other content creator, darling, you may be creating your own demise as it relates to your family, the separation, the division within your family. Because it surprised everybody when we sitting up here going back and forth on this YouTube. Next thing you know, we heard that she lost a child. That's not an easy thing. That's not a good thing. That's a hurtful thing. Didn't nobody imagine that she was gonna lose this woman, even though she was all this backbiting and fighting at this woman. Her child ended up being lost to the streets. That's not good. That's a hurtful thing. And one would wonder why, I need to, if something like that, hey, I need to take time. I need to grieve. One would wonder, why haven't she taken the time to grieve? Boy, that's tough. That's a whole different breed right there, baby. That's a whole different breed. You hear me? I wouldn't even want to be in the midst of someone that has that kind of spirit on them. That's a different. That spirit ain't right, y'all. That spirit ain't right. Seem like they get happy about somebody else failure. Happy about bringing somebody else's down, crumbling somebody else's home, taking their children. What? That's a different breed, y'all. That's a different breed. That's a different breed. That spirit ain't right, y'all. I don't care what you say. Who can sit and let somebody back in grace and that woman talk about you? That's a different breed. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you gonna let somebody back in your bosom. You know them folks was cutthroat. That's a different breed. They say the devil, the demons walking on earth, y'all. Y'all believe that? They said demons literally walk around on earth. You may not see them. Their spirit be walking around. I be believing sometimes they may be in some of these folks the way they carry out. The way they act. They act like they act like they the devil themselves. Who does that? Wicked people. Evildoers. Shh. I don't want nothing you got. I don't want to be in the midst. I don't want to be close to you. Shh. And they tell me, folks can bring you can get bad spirits from folks. I believe that kind of stuff. I believe that people bring bad spirits. People have certain things on them because of what they do and how they do it. Ain't no way you gonna sit up on this thing and then lost a child and get back on here and get to fighting and getting evil with these folks, and then you still are trying to mingle with the folks that's cut your throat. You think you big, you smart enough to be, you can handle it because you just as dirty as they are. Shh. Keep that over there, baby. Keep that over there. Yes, Miss. What you say, Miss Lee? Hold on, darling. Let me show your name again. You said, Latia, you said, yes, she is getting it back as she should. Miss Latricia, what you say? Latricia says amen. Says amen. Amen. Okay, now we got another Queen Soul. You said pig feet is verbally fighting. That's what y'all call them, pig feet? Well, I rather call her low down because the way she acting, woo, Lord have mercy. Low down. Yes, Lord, low down. She the woman is got something on it, y'all. I don't know. She might be got a little chant room where she firing up candles and talking with the devil because there's some evil stuff going on over there. There's some evil stuff going on, y'all, and I don't want no parts of it. Keep that on. Oh, Miss Rita Williams. Miss Rita Williams says the money is the problem. Only 4,000 giveaway. Where is the rest of the money? Yeah, the money is the problem. Only $4,000 giveaway. If it's $4,000 giveaway, you better know it's about 20,000, 30,000 that made it there. But see, my thing, this would have never even happened if she wouldn't have set it up that way. If she would have never made promise. If you would have never made these promises, these people wouldn't want to be in your business like this. You put your business out here. Because, this platform, people do give, family. We do. We give. That people, I'm telling you, people are giving people. They got that giving heart. We didn't even have to know to this extent. She did that to gain more sympathy from people. She did that to gain more followers, as far as so she can be able to get more money. So they can gain more trust in people. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. You already got a number of people following. Oh, I promise you, like a false prophet. I promise you, hey, I'm gonna do this. Yes. And then did a 360. You see? You started wrong. Anytime you start off wrong, it ain't gonna end right. But hey, time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Time will tell. Yes, you got that right. My eyes are definitely open. And a whole bunch of folks, a whole bunch of them in that sister circle, eyes open as well. Yeah, family. I know I don't want to keep y'all too long, but I just had to come on board. Is she getting back what she dished out? Okay. The answer to that question, family, is yes. And the moral of this story, family, don't do wrong. Don't make promises you can't keep. Like the Bible says, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. You ain't got to just stand on what you say you're going to do and do it. You get respect that way. When folks come working for me in my place of business, if it's slow, I got to pay them people at the end of the night. They don't want to hear you ain't made no You ain't supposed. I ain't got. They don't want to. I ain't make no money tonight. Nobody came in buying no whiskey or some food, or they ain't come in and shoot no pool or nothing, or playing no dart. They don't want to hear that because at the end of the night, I got to pay them people because that's the oath that I took. That's what I took to do right and be right at all costs. So, family, we're going to keep our eyes open. Do right and be right, good to come to you. I love you. I don't want to hold you too long. I know a lot of people want to get on the platform because they got plenty to say. But keep your eyes open, family. More to come. Much love. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to my page. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you like this video, click the like. And you want to see more of my content, guys, go ahead and subscribe to my page because I got plenty for you. I love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.